If your 9 to 5 is paying your bills, your 5 to 9 will build your empire. So imagine this, you work in a bank like me where every day feels like repetition. You most of the day focus on the screen, doing the same thing over and over again. At the end of the day, exchanging your time for money. But then the money that you're even making is not enough to take you home. It's not helping you to live your best life. So you decide, okay, I want to start a side business as a source of passive income for myself. But then you're already tired every day when you come back from work. Let's say you live in Lagos, it is even worse for you because even when others are getting home by 5 p.m, your own time is at the Lord's time, so you have no control over when you get home. So most of the time when you get home, you're already so tired. Now there's no time for you to start this business you've been meaning to start for a long time. This was my reality for the longest time. I've always had this business idea at the back of my mind that I want to start, I want to increase my streams of income, but then I never had the time. It felt like time was never enough for my hands. Like it was a nightmare. The process of even actualizing the business was never there because there was never any time left for me to even start. This was my reality for a long time until I discovered these 5 things that helped me to stop wasting my evenings after work. So I want to share these things that worked for me so that in case if you have any skill you've been meaning to learn, any business you've been meaning to start, these tips will definitely help you or give you an idea of where to start in achieving those goals for yourself. So let's get right into it. So the first thing you can start doing that can help you to be more productive in managing your time and stop wasting your evenings is to transition from point 1 to point 3 using point 2. So this is a method I just thought about that, okay, instead of you just focusing on I want to be productive when I come back from work, but then you know that you're already so tired and then you are trying to force your body to do something that it is not willing to do at that point. Why don't you use something in the middle that can help you to transition smoothly to the point you are trying to get to? Let's take for example, you have a business plan that you have been planning to write, you have to do research, there are so many things, starting a business. Let's say you have all those things set, but then whenever you come back from work you're already so tired. Instead of jumping right into writing the business plan, which might not even come out like you want it because your body is so tired, your brain is so tired, it just needs anything to help it relax, why don't you do something completely different from that thing you want to do? Like just sit in your car and be listening to music, relax your body. Even when you come back, maybe decide to watch TV, but just set a timer that can tell you, okay, you've done enough of this, you need to do this other thing which you've been meaning to do. This will help you to smoothly transition without stressing your brain out. After all, you should not even expect your brain to always be working 24 hours. Like it needs some time to rest, especially if you're one that your job requires you to concentrate so much on the screen like the whole day. You've not had a good amount of rest, so the body is already so tired. This is a good time to help your body to transition smoothly by using something in between. This will help you go smoothly without feeling stressed about it. Then when you are now ready to go into that thing, you find that you are more relaxed to even think of what you need to do, and it will come out much better than if you are just forced your body to do it because you just want to get it over with. But using point 2 to transition smoothly from 1 to 3 will make it easier for you. I've seen how it has helped me a lot. When I used to edit my videos, this was one thing that has really helped me. Like when I come back, I know that I obviously have to edit my videos because I did not have the time at work in the first place. Now what do? I have to do this, but I now decided that okay, instead of me jumping right into editing, which is something that is very brain tasking, I will just do something completely different. Maybe I will just take my bath, eat, watch movies a little bit before going to that main thing that I know that I want to do. It's just a matter of disciplining yourself to say that okay, at this point I will stop and then go to that thing that I have been meaning to do. This will definitely help you. So you can start thinking of transitioning to doing that main task that you have using this method. The next thing I want to start doing is to stop fighting your rhythm, instead learn to work with it. So we're all programmed differently genetically, right? That means that some people would like to wake up in the morning, some people are more of evening people, like they are the night owls. For me, over time I found that I'm more of a morning person, so I'm very productive early in the morning. I'm ready to wake up 4 o'clock to go to the gym, whereas somebody will be grumpy like coming to the gym because they just woke up too early than their body has told them to. But then they decided that was what was going to work for them. If I were to decide, okay, because everybody says evening is better, like they can't wake up early in the morning, I now decide to follow them to go and be doing the evening workout, you find that I'll be less productive because I'm not working with my body, I'm not working with what my mind is telling me that okay, this is better for us to do. But because I'm trying to follow the bandwagon, that now means I now just scatter my rhythm, the rhythm that my body has, decided that is the better way for me to be more productive. If you have to know how this works in your life, just try and observe, what time do you feel more productive? Like, are you more of a morning person? Do you like waking up early in the morning and you're not feeling so tired? Or do you prefer doing things more in the night? Or which one do you prefer? Just think about it and you start to see, like, okay, when you are more productive, if you decide to focus all your energy into doing what you're trying to achieve, you find that you are much more likely to achieve that thing and do it much better. Let's say for someone who has an exam and is trying to read, but then you are more of a night owl than an early morning person, and you decide that you want to be reading early in the morning, half of the time you'll be nodding your head on the desk because you decided to go against what your body wants and started waking up in the morning to read. But if you are decided, okay, instead of me waking up so early to come and read what I know that I will not end up assimilating, why don't I wait for in the evening when my body is more relaxed, the time which I'm more productive? That is when you will now decide to read. You find that it is more easier for you to achieve that thing, and this applies to whatever you are trying to do. Whether you are trying to, like, we've just talked about starting a business, look at your life and see what time you are much more productive and use that time wisely rather than trying to force your body to do something that it is against. Another thing I started doing was, instead of just waiting for the evenings to read before I can do whatever I need to do, knowing that when I come back I'm already so tired, I decided to start taking advantage of the breaks that I have in here and there in my workspace to do something that I've been meaning to do. Obviously, like, there's no way you can spend the whole 9 to 5, like every minute of the day, looking at a screen or doing work that is paying your bills. So there will be that pocket of time that you have the chance to take advantage of. So instead of just saying, okay, because it's just 30 minutes, I can just go and gist with my friends, why don't you divide it and say, like, okay, 10 minutes I'll gist with my friends, 20 minutes I'll do something relating to what I'm trying to achieve. So don't just focus all your energy on that evening time, which is, okay, that you come back, you have a little time before you sleep. What if you are so tired that your brain does not even want to work with you, and at the end of the day you don't end up achieving that thing? You now push it to the next day, the next day, the next day, you keep pushing it, and you end up, the timeline or the deadline you have set for yourself goes up. Take advantage of the pocket of times that are available during your day to try and do whatever you're trying to do. That is what I've been doing most of the time now, because I'm trying to do something that I know is very important and it's going to help me as a source of income, which is very vital to what I'm trying to achieve. I have now learned how to, like, manage my time between gisting and focusing on my computer to do that thing that I want to do, so that I know that I can cancel this thing out. Okay, in the spectrum of what I'm trying to achieve, I've done one of this, so this is out. That will make me more happier than knowing that, okay, if I'm just focusing on my energy, that in the evening, that is when I'll do it. I will not end up not doing it because one thing or the other came up, and then that time is lost. So look into the pockets of time that are available during your day and take advantage of it rather than just waiting for the evenings, because this has really helped me to be more productive with my time in managing whatever I'm trying to achieve. Another thing I find that helped me to start managing my time better was becoming more intentional with my time. So have you ever found yourself, especially in this Lagos, like, I keep saying this Lagos because I've seen a different side of the world in this Lagos. So have you ever found yourself, you come back home around 5, but before you say jack, it's already 10 p.m. And I'm like, where did the time go? Like, I thought it was just 6 o'clock like 2 minutes ago. But if you are to manage this situation, because it feels like the day becomes darker, like before you know it, it's the next day you are going to work again, like, where did all the time go? You have to be more intentional with your time. Like, you come back 5 p.m, what are you doing between 5 p.m to 6 p.m, 6 p.m to 7 p.m? Because this time, this is where they say time waits for nobody, so you have to be very intentional with what you are doing at every point in time. Just like we said in the very first point, try to create a resting time in between the time you come back from work and when you start doing your activities, but be very intentional with whatever you are doing at the time you decide to do whatever it is. This is something that I found that really helped me to be more productive, because I now know, okay, at this point, either I'm editing my thumbnail, at this point, either I'm researching for my business, at this point. So this has really made me to be more productive. So think about it in whatever you're trying to achieve. Like, what time can you allocate to what, and what time can you allocate to resting? It will make your journey easier. Aside from the four things I've just shared with you, the one thing that has really helped me to, manage my time better is having my goals as the front and center of my everyday. Like every day, I think about these things that I want to achieve, especially my financial goal. I think about it to the point of exhaustion that sometimes I feel like, oh, I think about this thing too much. But then it is the fuel that drives me to try my best in every point I find myself. One way to never forget what you are trying to achieve is to constantly obsess about it. When you are constantly obsessing about these things, you will definitely find the time to try and achieve it. I know for me, because I'm trying to become a millionaire in dollars before I turn 40, which is not an easy task, by the way. Like, I've learned to make use of my time wisely. Like, I don't even think of any other thing right now. Like, because I have just 6 years, so I have obsessed about this stuff so much. I've talked about it too much that I know that I can't fail, so I have to do all I need to do to help me achieve it. So this means that whatever time I get, whatever extra time, I just try my best to work at it. Like my YouTube channel, like there are so many things I have working that I'm trying to build, like this influence I'm trying to build. So there are so many things I have to do here and there. All this has now made me to learn how to manage my time. So whatever you're trying to achieve, try and obsess about it so much. Have it at the front of your mind, at the back, at the center. You'll find that you start to learn ways to put it in places that you might have not even thought of, as like the time that you can even do something about this thing, because that definitely helped me. So it might help you as well. So these are the 5 major changes I had to make in my journey to help me manage my evenings better after work. Because especially if you live in Lagos, you understand what I'm talking about, that time is not on your side. You are not in control of your time, but rather the time is even the one controlling how life turns out for you. So you have to learn to manage your time better, especially if you are trying to achieve something worthwhile. So let me know in the comments, how do you use your evenings? Like, are you one that has found yourself to be more productive than the average Nigerian, or are you one that is still learning how to manage your time because you live in Lagos and you've lost track of time so many times you don't even know what you are doing at some point? I would love to hear from you in the comments, because I know many of us are on this table. If you're working 9 to 5, you are most definitely on this table because you are trying to juggle family, you are trying to juggle you building a career, you are trying to juggle business. So many Nigerians are like jack of all trades, so you have to learn to manage your time. If not, one side will be lacking while the other side might be doing well, or even everywhere is lacking because you don't have a better management of your time. So guys, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Let me know what you think about this. While at it, make sure to click that like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Check out my other videos where I share more tips on personal finance and everything I'm learning on my journey to $1 million. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.